Gretchen Kirchmann here at the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. I have the Flying Arena Stars, and what is super special is they got to perform here, but they're also coming to Hawley, Minnesota, June 7th and 8th, and that's in northern Minnesota. So I'm going to let you ladies introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Lena.
I'm Clara.
And I'm Shyla.
All right, so the other night you guys got to compete. Who knew that they wanted to do this as their dream?
I did. I wanted to come to the NFR. I've been when I was littler, and I experienced most of it, but kind of wanted to experience it again.
And you and your mom actually competed here a few years ago, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then this is your first year?
Yes.
Okay.
This is my first year too.
Okay, so you guys are missing school, but here you are in Las Vegas during the National Finals Rodeo. Now, there's a thing about your family that's super neat and important. You guys have a great uncle here, and what does he do?
He's a stock contractor.
Okay, and you've got some other relatives that help out?
Yep, our great aunt Vicky Sharman is like a secretary or something here.
Okay.
Grandma.
And your grandma's here too?
Yeah.
Okay. And then both mom and dad have competed in this arena also, right? So you want to talk about your dad?
Yeah. Our dad is Corey Navarre, and he was a professional bull rider. He came to the NFR 4 years, and I mean that's about it. What else?
Well, that's good. And he had a great career there. And then mom's a trick rider. And I also understand that you guys are like a third generation trick riding family. What is that like to have such legacy in your family?
It's really cool, I guess. It's fun to learn about the history and stuff.
Okay, so you guys are coming to Hawley, Minnesota. Have you ever been to Minnesota before?
No.
Do you know anything about Minnesota? Oh, good. Well, we'll teach you about the Vikings. And in Hawley, Minnesota, they actually made a ship that they sailed to Norway back in the 1980s. And so there's a really neat museum there. And so there's some fun things to do. Because if you're going to come to Hawley, we certainly want you to tour around and get to experience it. Now, back to you guys just performed the other night here. So, how did you pick out your outfit?
I don't know.
Our grandma and mom makes them, and we were doing like a kind of a red, white, blue theme. So yeah.
And who gets to decide to do the first trick? And I'll just pass that over to you.
We kind of decide on just like which tricks we do. I do a lot of groundwork, so I'm gonna be jumping off the horse, jumping back on. These girls do a lot of strap work. So as the oldest and just having more experience, I usually go first, and then Lena follows, and then Clara.
And do you get a standing Do you get a standing ovation most of the time because you're young ladies competing in an adult sport?
Sometimes,
but not always.
Okay, did anybody have butterflies?
Yes, I did.
You did. And you got to practice in the arena ahead of time, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So has the experience been different now that this is your second time here?
Kind of, not much. I was younger. I was 6 years old, so I don't remember all of it, but I do remember being in the arena and stuff. So it has affected a little bit.
So this is Flying Arena Stars, and they're also athletes. So they're stars in basketball and other sports. Can you tell me how being a student athlete and also being a horsewoman maybe helps with muscle memory? Who wants to go first? Do you want to talk for the family?
Being an athlete, I think, helps just with anything. With more sports, I think the athletic part of it, I think, really helps in the trick riding, and it also helps in other sports too. So it kind of all ties together in the end.
Okay. And Clara, what other sports do you play?
I only play basketball.
Are you a center, a point guard, a forward? What do you do?
I just play whatever because we just have a third grade team, and we just play like 3-on-3 and stuff. but we don't really do that kind of stuff.
That was a really intelligent answer. You do 3-on-3. So, for all the students up in Hawley, Minnesota, I think we need to get a pickup basketball game together in June. That could be really fun in the park. Hawley's a super small town, about 1,200 people. Tell me about your sports that you play.
I play basketball and track. In basketball, I play starting point guard, and in track, I run the 2-mile relay and pole vault.
Wow. Okay, does the pole vaulting help with your trick riding?
I did it last year was my first year, and maybe a little bit, but my Shyla does it better than me, so I think it helps her a lot.
Do you have aspirations to continue on with trick riding after you graduate?
Yeah, I plan to. I'm not sure where the road takes me, but I'm gonna try to pursue that.
Do you have some advice to other kids that are coming to Las Vegas about having an NFR experience, or if they see you and they go, I want to be those girls that get to compete?
Work hard and don't give up.
Okay, so I've got to ask you guys about your horses. So if each of you can tell me about your horse and your horse's name, I know our fans in Hawley, Minnesota will be excited to get to learn more about you. So how about we start with you?
My horse's name is Thunder Max. Thunder is 33 years old and Max is 22. And we never really knew who owned Thunder, kind of, but we didn't know how old he was until we wrote a story about him, and then on Facebook somebody said Thunder's 33, and we figured that out. So
That is really neat. All right, I'm going to hand the microphone over to you.
Real quick to add to Clara's, Thunder's really special to us because he started all of us trick riding. When I performed at the NFR, I was riding him, and then we've all grown up on him, and he's taught us a lot about trick riding and everything like that. So, my horse is Captain. He's kind of the newbie, and this is his first time to be at the NFR. He is 11, and he's my horse, and he's mainly does groundwork with me.
My horse is named Nugget, and he's a Palomino, and he's super fast, and I do strap work on him, and he's really funny.
Well, that is good. Well, you got to meet the Flying Arena Stars right here at the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo, and they are coming to Hawley, Minnesota, June 7th through the 8th. We're super excited. Tickets are on sale now. You're going to want to come out and watch these ladies perform.